Once again, the Democratic Alliance is laying criminal charges against the police minister. The party says the allegations against Senzo Mchunu and senior police officials highlight the critical need to restore integrity in the criminal justice system. Newzroom Afrika's Nasiphi is tracking that story for us and joins us now live for more. Nasiphi, good afternoon. There are so many moving parts to the story, aren't there? Just yesterday, you were in Parliament talking to the Police Portfolio Committee chairperson about the investigation that will now take place by police, intelligence and justice. And we know the Parliament has given those portfolio committees 14 days to report back.
Well, Michelle, what I can say to you is that the last 4 days, we've seen a lot of moving parts following those explosive allegations by the KZN Police Commissioner General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. And listening to the DA's press briefing outside the Cape Town Central Police Station, they're looking squarely at the president, the president to act against Police Minister Senzo Mchunu, and basically saying that denying allegations is simply not enough. I am now joined by a DA member of Parliament, but also somebody that sits on the Intelligence Committee, one of the committees tasked by the National Speaker, or rather the National Assembly Speaker, Thoko Didiza, to probe these allegations. I mean, you described the situation as hot. Talk to us about what that means.
Well, I think if one looks back at the removal of the top structure of crime intelligence, all 7 of them arrested and out on bail, I mean, that's an extraordinary move. I don't think in all my years in Parliament, serving on police and also on intelligence now, I've never seen the like. So there is some sort of political will to start cleaning things up. There are criminal charges there. The issue about the buildings is still coming up. I mean, one of them had been arrested the week before. That's a whole nother issue with him somehow losing his official firearm and cell phone and laptop to a lady of ill repute, shall we say, politely. So those are all issues going on. But of course, everything factors in to political shenanigans, and we know what happens on the run-up to the election of a new president. There's jostling of power. So one cannot take the word of any single individual in this body, any one of them. It's interesting that things are coming out. It may be very convenient that they came out when they did. We don't know. That's why there have to be major investigations. And certainly the Justice Committee and the Police Portfolio Committee will sit together and they will subpoena various witnesses and do what they need to do to get to the bottom of it. Bear in mind, it's not a court of law, but they will certainly come out with recommendations and a full report. And my committee, which sits in camera, we never announce when we meet, we never announce who we meet with, but we have been tasked by the Speaker to look into any of the allegations that involve crime intelligence or intelligence at all, State Security Agency or any of them. So that we will be doing as well, and I presume our final report will go to the Speaker. Whether it will be released or not will depend on the level of security of the information in that report.
Let's look briefly now into the charges that were laid today.
Yes, well, they've just been laid, and he basically faces the criminal charges relating to fraud. And it's a two-part. There are criminal charges laid in relation to his utterances and misleading and the fraudulent comments. Basically, he had to retract and correct, and now he's fumbling. And the other one that was also notarized now will go straight to the Ethics Committee because he also broke parliamentary regulations. It's inconceivable that someone would lie to Parliament. We've had precedent. We know that Nhlanhla Nene resigned because he realized he'd been caught out lying and saying he did not know the Guptas when in fact he did. So he resigned. But then Tony Yangeni, his issue was far more egregious. He lied and defrauded Parliament and ended up with a 4-year jail term. This is to be taken very seriously indeed.
I mean, you're saying that the president needs to act and that simply denying allegations by the Minister of Police is simply not enough. What actions are you looking at when it comes to the president? What would you like him to do?
I think I speak for many people when I say I'm tired of hearing him say he's applying his mind. It's actually become a catchphrase, a joke in Parliament. because you know it means nothing will happen for some months. And he's got to clean up his cabinet. It cannot be that we have leaders in positions of power like that who are caught out in lies. It cannot be. And this is the second one in a row, and who knows who comes next. But it's our duty to come and lay criminal charges. It's our duty to report it to the Ethics Committee.
Thank you so much. We'll unfortunately have to leave it there. Dianne Kohler Barnard, they're a member of the Democratic Alliance, serving in the Intelligence Joint Standing Committee in Parliament, which is one of the three committees that has been tasked by the Speaker of the National Assembly to probe these allegations. I mean, looking at the fact that just less than 24 hours ago, the Mkhonto party in Johannesburg opening or laying charges against Police Minister Senzo Mchunu, together with the Deputy National Commissioner Shadrack Sibiya. So it does look like not only the parliamentary net, but also the legal net is closing in on the minister, and the DA looking at the president, asking the president to act, but also saying that the denial by the Minister of Police is simply not enough.
Nasiphi is live to us there in Cape Town.